At 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here's a look at our current conditions over top of on our Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam. Temperatures right around 70 degrees. Humidity still at 44%, so feeling really cool, feeling refreshing out there. We've got partly cloudy skies taking over as we are still tracking lots of sunshine for the next several hours. Temperatures will continue to warm up across the board. A lot of us will get back into the low 80s this afternoon. I think Wytheville actually stays in the upper 70s this afternoon, but overall it is going to be pretty nice. We get to about 83 degrees in Southside, 82 for Lynchburg, 81 for Roanoke in the Highlands, and then the New River Valley 75 to 78 degrees. Now, something that we are continuing to monitor on radar at this time is a cold front that's going to be moving through. This isn't really going to be bringing much cold air, but rather cooler and drier air. And usually associated with cold fronts is rain. And we're not seeing that this time around just because the air surrounding this front is very dry. On the front side, forward in motion, and on the back side where it has passed through, really dry air is taking over. So we are continuing to monitor just maybe some partly cloudy conditions out there, exactly what we saw on our Wytheville Skycam. But once we get into this weekend, conditions start to change. We have an area of high pressure that moves into our north over top of parts of the Great Lakes. We have an area of low pressure down to our south, and so we'll be dealing with winds out of the east, which will bring in a little bit more moisture supply, especially on our Sunday. So we could see some pop-up showers building in on our Sunday morning throughout the middle of the day and into the afternoon. So we are continuing to monitor this chance for rain showers to spoil one day this weekend. I do think areas right along US 220 and towards the west have the highest chance of seeing some rain showers, and areas around Smith Mountain Lake and towards the east will likely stay a little bit on the drier side for your Sunday. So if you're looking out to maybe get out on the lake this weekend, I think you're all good to go for Sunday and for Monday as well. Here's a look at today's wind speeds. Once that cool front passes by, winds will dramatically increase just a little bit, between about 10-20 miles per hour is where we'll see our winds getting into the overnight. They'll start to calm down quite a bit and will remain calm through the rest of this weekend. Now this evening, temperatures continuing to cool off. Right around the 8 p.m. hour is when we'll see our sunset take place. We'll get down into the 50s yet again tonight, so kicking off our weekend right around 56 degrees on Saturday morning. 81 for Saturday. We start off a little bit on the cloudy side, but then hour by hour we'll start to clear up, turning partly cloudy, and then we'll likely stay that way through the rest of our Saturday. Sunday, like mentioned before, areas right along US 220 and towards the west will likely have the highest chance of seeing some late weekend showers. Then for your Monday, we look to be mostly in the clear for Labor Day. Now, the cooler temperatures continue to funnel in as we go into next week. We're talking 80 degrees or below, with overnight lows still in the 50s. Appy.